A jury has been seated for the federal court retrial of two men accused of plotting to kidnap Governor Gretchen Whitmer back in 2020. The two men were allegedly upset about Whitmer's COVID restrictions.
Today, the new jury will hear opening statements. 13 on your side, Joshua Vinson, live in downtown Grand Rapids this morning. And Josh, this jury different from the previous one. Good morning to you.
Hey, good morning to you too, Emily. Yeah, that's right. They selected 18 jurors, including 6 alternates. And unlike that jury that you just mentioned that heard this case the first time around, it's a little bit more diverse, Emily and Jay. It will consist of 2 black women and a Hispanic man. In total, there are 10 women and 8 men, and they'll decide the fate of both Barry Croft Jr. and Adam Fox in the governor kidnapping plot retrial. Now, U.S. District Judge Robert Yonker saying to prospective jurors that some familiarity with the case wouldn't mean exclusion. Yonker saying, quote, "It's not disqualifying to have views one way or the other. It's disqualifying if the views become more important than what the law or the evidence is." Yonker telling the jury pool convicting or acquitting the men cannot be influenced by whether they like or dislike the governor. So what will we hear in this retrial? Well, the government will argue that both Adam Fox and Barry Croft Jr. agreed to kidnap Whitmer as part of a plot to shock the country into chaos in the final days of the 2020 presidential election. They are also charged with conspiring to use a weapon of mass destruction. On the other hand, the defense will argue this was all entrapment. In fact, they'll argue it was the government who set the whole thing in motion. Now, Jay, opening statements will begin this morning at 8:30. Stick with 13 on your side as I'll have continuing coverage with a live report about what happens inside that courtroom today at noon. Jay?
This story making headlines a lot over the past couple years and not slowing down now. Josh, thanks for the update.